Michael Jackson, the king of pop and his struggle with fame and fans. Full documentary story. Soft music plays, archival footage of Michael Jackson performing, waving to crowds, and surrounded by screaming fans. Narrator. Before the moonwalk, before the sold-out stadiums, before he became the king of pop, Michael Jackson was just a boy with a dream. But behind the glitz, glamour, and adoration, there was another side to fame, one filled with isolation, fear, and struggle. This is the true story of Michael Jackson's struggle with fame and his fans, a story of love that turned into obsession, and a man who paid the ultimate price for being loved by millions. Child Chapter 1. The boy WHO became a star. 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Archival clips of the Jackson 5 performing, I Want You Back. Narrator. Michael Joseph Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana, in 1958. By age 5, he was already performing with his brothers as part of the Jackson 5. The group skyrocketed to fame, but Michael's childhood was sacrificed in the process. While other kids played outside, Michael rehearsed. While others dreamed, Michael worked. Every note had to be perfect. Every step had to shine. He once said in an interview, "Greater than, I don't remember being a little kid. I just remember performing." The world saw a superstar. But behind the curtain stood a boy who longed for freedom. Mike Chapter 2. Rise of the King. 10 o'clock to 2000. Clips from Thriller, Billie Jean, and the Motown 25 moonwalk performance. Narrator. In the 1980s, Michael became more than a musician, he became a global phenomenon. His album Thriller sold over 100 million copies worldwide. Every concert, every appearance drew hysteria. Fans fainted, screamed, cried, and even chased his car down streets. At first, Michael was humbled and grateful. He often stopped to talk to fans, sign autographs, and even invite them into Neverland Ranch. But as his fame grew, so did the intensity. Fans began camping outside his hotels, breaking into his property, and sending thousands of letters every day. He loved his fans, but he began to fear them, too. Sunglasses Chapter 3. When Fame Turns into Obsession. 2035:00. Footage of massive fan crowds in Germany, Japan, and Brazil. Narrator. In many countries, fans treated Michael like a god. Police escorts couldn't contain the chaos. During his dangerous tour, mobs of fans broke through barriers just to touch him. One incident in Berlin became infamous. Hundreds of fans surrounded his hotel, chanting his name for hours. Michael appeared on the balcony, smiling, waving, but behind that smile was exhaustion. Security teams often had to pull fans off his car, and some even managed to sneak into his hotel rooms. Michael once said, "Greater than, I love them with all my heart, but sometimes I just want peace." Heartbreak Chapter 4. The Dark Side of Love. 35:00:50:00. Narrator. The same fans who adored him also turned against him when rumors and tabloid stories emerged. Every move he made was photographed. Every word was twisted. The 1993 allegations shattered his peace completely. Protesters, paparazzi, and obsessive fans surrounded his home. At one point, Michael was so afraid he reportedly slept with the lights on and guards outside his room. He said, "Greater than, it hurts when the people you love most, your fans, start to believe lies." Still, he performed. Still, he smiled. Because no matter how much he hurt inside, he didn't want to disappoint those who loved him. Dove Chapter 5. Neverland, His Escape. 50:01:0:0. Narrator. To escape the chaos, Michael built Neverland Ranch. It was a place where he could relive the childhood he never had, surrounded by animals, rides, and music. But even Neverland couldn't keep the world away. Fans lined the gates. Every day, some camping for weeks hoping for a glimpse. He would sometimes send food and water to them. Sometimes, he'd come out to wave. He couldn't resist showing love, even when he desperately needed space. Neverland became both his sanctuary and his prison. Candle Chapter 6. The final years. 1:0:0:0 to 1:10:0. Narrator. By the 2000s, the pressure had taken its toll. Years of scrutiny, legal battles, and fan chaos had drained him. When he announced "This is it," millions rejoiced, the king was returning. But deep inside, Michael was tired. He loved his fans deeply, perhaps too deeply, and wanted to give them perfection one last time. But on June 25, 2009, the world stopped. The king of pop was gone. Outside hospitals, thousands of fans cried, sang, and held candles. The same people who once scared him were now mourning him. Glowing Star Chapter 7. The Legacy of Love, 1 hour 10 minutes and 0 seconds to 1 hour 15 minutes and 0 seconds. Narrator. Michael's relationship with his fans was unlike any other. It was love, obsession, pain, and loyalty, all at once. Even today, fans gather at his star, his gravesite, and his childhood home. They write letters, light candles, and whisper, "I love you, Michael." He gave the world his soul, his art, his heart, and though it cost him his peace, his music lives forever. Headphone outro 1 hour 15 minutes and 0 seconds to 1 hour 20 minutes and 0 seconds. Soft piano version of "You Are Not Alone" plays. Narrator. Michael once said, "Greater than, if you enter this world knowing you are loved and leave this world knowing the same, then everything that happens in between can be dealt with." His fans loved him, endlessly. But the man behind the legend longed for what fame could never give, peace. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, the man who danced on the moon, and the soul who struggled under the weight of love. Rest in peace, Michael. You Are Not Alone. Movie camera YouTube video metadata. Pushpin title. Michael Jackson, the king of pop's struggle with fame and fans. Full documentary story 1+ hour. Memo description. Discover the untold story of Michael Jackson's struggle with fame, obsession, and the love of his fans. From the boy who became a legend to the man trapped by adoration, this emotional 1-hour documentary dives deep into the king of pop's hidden pain and lasting legacy. Headphone. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share if you love Michael's music. Bookmark hashtags. Hashtag Michael Jackson, hashtag King of Pop, hashtag MJ Story, hashtag True Story, hashtag Fame and Struggle, hashtag MJ Documentary, hashtag Pop Legend, hashtag You Are Not Alone. Bullseye keywords tags. Michael Jackson Story, MJ Struggle, King of Pop Documentary, MJ Fans, Michael Jackson Life Story, True MJ Story, Famous People Struggles, Celebrity Pressure, Michael Jackson Fans, MJ Biography. Loudspeaker subscribe request. Right finger if you're a true Michael Jackson fan, hit subscribe and turn on bell notifications for more emotional and powerful life stories every week.